What's up guys, it's Nick, DMG, and I wanted to share a quick gear review video with you. I got in a package today from good guys at Warrior Brine, and it was the newest Clutch 3X. And there's a few reviews of this on YouTube. Figured I'd just give a little bit of my input. I've already read the tag, and a lot of the same technologies that you see in the Clutch Elite, such as the Cortex sidewalls, were implemented in this head. So you guys know all about that. The two things that really separate this from the Clutch 2 and just the clutches in general is the new phase shape, which some people might not realize right off the bat, but once you actually take a look at the scoop, you'll notice that that's a lot different. Before it would go a little bit higher, and this part right here wouldn't be as beefy, but you definitely notice it. When you look at it head on, you can definitely notice its shape dramatically, because what they used to do, and normally the old clutches, is they would push this sidewall very far in, so you really wouldn't see the outside. Well, you would see the outsides a lot more, but this one's more streamlined like most of the other heads on the market. A couple added details that they did to this head, as opposed to some of the other heads on the market in the Brine Warrior collection family, is that besides the Cortex, Warrior uses a sim rail technology which indents, which takes plastic out of this and kind of like makes it look like the outside of this looks like the inside of that to reduce weight. That adds a lot of stiffness to it. With the Brine model, on this side, gearing more towards an attackman as opposed to the Evo 4 being a midfield head. The new face shape, you can see that it has these little ridges that just go up and down. Probably going to be, I don't know if this is going to help, your shot speed or anything, being more aerodynamic, but it definitely looks cool. It extends all the way down through underneath, and they streamlined it all the way down to the throat, which looks a little bit longer than normal clutches. Also, the other differences that I noticed is that, just the labeling on the back looks better. It says Brine upside down. They clearly mark the X, and then it says Clutch. If you can see it, yeah, Clutch 3 in Roman numerals, which is really cool. This one's the black and royal version, and the cool thing about this is they also did something else as well, as you guys can probably already see, as they inverted it. So you get blue down here and black up top, and you get blue at the top and black at the bottom, so that no matter what, you do get both of the colors in both sides of the head. You're shooting lefty, you can see a little more of that blue in the bottom. You go to your right side, you see a little more black. So no matter where you swing it back and forth, it's really cool. Especially up top at the holes. Before the old Clutch, the Clutch 2, as you guys know, it had a little cut here and a cut here, and they'd blast that with color. Normally, it looked okay, but to me it just was too much over the hill, and obviously the insides was just one color, kind of like the old Maverick Visions. I think that was a Vision, but this one just is totally blown my mind. This is really good. They just did a little minimal colors in the top, so that if you're going to do a triangle top string in one color, it'll stand out in both colors. If you want to do a triangle top string, let's say in black and in royal, it would actually stand out on both sides. It wouldn't even it out, but it would look, actually it would even it out. It would look great. And as you can see, they still kept the pinpointed scoop, just like a lot of the other heads. Even though this is an X Spec head, when you lay it down, yeah, it looks pretty wide, but it's definitely not as wide as the Clutch Elite. I believe the Clutch Elite was a lot wider, especially when it came up to here. What they did is I believe it was just a lot wider, and a lot of kids didn't like it, so they just got the high school versions instead. I'm more of the high school version kind of guy. I kind of like the pinch sort of aspect, but you can see as you hold it tilted this way, 3.5 inches down here, it does come up a little bit. Um, but that's kind of cool. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I've strung up a bunch of clutch 2s in the past, clutch 2Xs, whole bunch of regular clutches for myself, and very excited to string this one up with a nice sweet piece of just white DMG mesh. I'm going to throw some blue and black shooters in it, some sidewall that matches, and it's going to look really great. If you're a type of guy that's looking out for a new head right now and really doesn't know what to decide on, and you know that you like the Rabel, if you tried it and you liked it, if you tried the clutches throughout your history of playing and you like those, go out and give this head a shot. It really is something cool. Another aspect that on this head you'll notice when you buy it, and definitely when you have it in your hands, is that the inserts are matte finished and the outsides are shiny plastic. So there's two different plastics that they put into this. They're also flush mounted. They're not sticking out. Although the Cortec, when you go in here, it indents and puts an indent going up right here where my thumb is, but then it goes flush to where the insides are, and then it goes back down inside, and then it comes to a point coming out, which is going to help you with streamlined stringing, channeled stringing, and traditional pockets can fit in this head as well. They've allowed the same holes, the same 18, 19 holes. I believe it's the 18 hole head as opposed as just like all the other clutches. Same mold almost as the Superlight series. The bottom 4 holes remind me of that. So they've definitely fixed the cursing problems. They've definitely fixed a lot of areas, and they've improved a lot of areas in this head to make it that go-to head that it was when it first released. Because, as you guys all know, when the clutch first came out, it was the number that and the Superpower were battling each other out. But in the end, I think the clutch really took it. And a lot of guys today absolutely still love the head. I mean, attackmen use it. Midfielders use a Clutch X. Face-off guys use a Clutch X. Even defensemen use a Clutch X. So every position is using this head. And that's what a lot of companies are doing now. And they're gearing most of their stuff towards that. Although this head is said to be the top offensive head in Brine's collection, I think it's going to compete very good with the Evolution 4 and give it a run for its money. I just can't wait for a lot the other color designs to hit the market. I have another one of these coming in from Warrior in the high school spec. I don't know exactly which colorway it's going to come in. It's probably the Headstrong or the red and black, although I do like the Royal in black. The X Spec is really not my taste, so if the high school edition does come in, which I believe it is, this one is going to be a giveaway head, and I'll give you the stipulations on that when that time comes. But for all intents and purposes, if you're, like I said, if you're looking for a new head and you want something that's stable, can handle some abuse, and if you're that type of attackman or an offensive midfielder that doesn't like a lot of bulk in their head but like something that's pretty flexible, like I said, that can take a beating, and then something that has a lot of technology inputted into it, I suggest you go out and spend your money on this, because that's what you want to do. I mean, I see a lot of guys using lower end heads and just not really caring, and the way I look at it is buy an expensive, not say buy an expensive head, but buy a head that's quality and take advantage of the warranty, and if it happens to break for some reason, you're going to have a second one. That's another thing that a lot of people don't realize. You buy a new head and people are just so scared to use it to its full potential, and they don't realize that, well, hey, if it breaks, I can get another head for free. And that goes for shafts as well. So whenever you get new gear, use it. Use it to its full potential. I mean, if you're babying the stuff, then you're not really maximizing all the efforts that Brine Warrior or any of the other companies have put into these heads. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, they put a nice little jewel in the front, similar to the Rabel. It's only got one screw hole, so it's okay. But other than that, I think the head is really great for the price point, at $90 to $95, similarly priced to the Cobra. I think it's definitely worth the money. It's in the same ballpark as the Rabelhead, and as you guys know, the Rabelhead was a very, very, very big seller. Not just because it had said the Rabel name on it, but because of the offensive technology that was put into it. But I think this one's going to become even a better seller, and I think a lot of people in the NCAA ranks, Division I people are going to be using these. You're going to see a lot of high school kids next year use these as well. So yeah, that's that. So stay tuned for a second video of this head being strung up with some white DMG mesh, and I will throw in probably some black and royal stringing in with it for shooting strings, triangle tops, all that stuff. So it'll be a nice classy head, and hopefully I can give it away. So yeah, like I said, stay tuned. Hope you like this video. If you need some DMG mesh, it's always here. Let me know and get that out to you. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Have a nice day and enjoy it. Peace.